The Mind Traveler's Lesson. A gentle breeze caresses my feathers as I float over bubbling blue creeks. A party of Tau and Vespid follow in my wake. We're close to the village now, and thoughts of warm meals and soft beds dance through their heads. These Guevesa are simple people. They will be delighted to have guests. I speak into their minds. My telepathy sends a faint shudder through poor Vala. She's accustomed to Nicassar limiting their communications to drone translators. We are most thankful for your assistance, Mind Traveler Ood. Why, if you had not witnessed our crash, we would likely still be lost. You mean sensed your crash, not witnessed. Do remember that my race lacks eyes. Of course. My apologies. I grin at her embarrassment. We'd have found our own shelter eventually, Cartier. We've been in worse spots after all, isn't that right, Kilchilk? Shasui Castos says with pride into his communion helm uplink. The strain leader chitters in agreement. You've seen much combat? I ask. We've seen our share. I would regale you, but a vigorant pacifist such as yourself would find it far too graphic. Feelings of arrogant superiority swell his head. Not all my wanderings have been quite so peaceful. As a matter of fact, I've been in quite a few battles myself. You've been in battle? What theaters? Oh, none you would know. Some wars are so brief scarcely anyone remembers them. For instance, were you aware that our people once fought each other? Yes, I learned about it as a chassal, an unfortunate misunderstanding between our civilizations. I don't know much more than that, I am afraid. Really? Doesn't the Firecast meditate on lessons from previous battles? We do, but that war is outdated. Recent conflicts have more relevant lessons to teach. I must disagree, Shasui. Every war has a lesson to teach, no matter its antiquity. We enter the town square. The village is quiet and empty. Shasui Castos' black slit of a nose picks up a scent. He walks toward the stables. Porvala follows close behind. His tension mounts. He knows something's wrong. He swings the door open. Inside, villagers hang from the walls, eyes torn from their sockets. What did this? The Cartier gasps. I know, I respond. The Vespid's wings flap in a deafening drone. They chitter in surprise, because they're not the ones doing it. The ether grows thick with fear, and I revel in it. The radioactive crystals powering their weapons begins to glow. With a simple thought, I drag them down, and they fall onto the Tau as their weapons detonate. Shasui Castos jumps clear of the explosions, taking poor Vala with him. It was me, I admit. The commander fires his rifle. I deflect the pulse round and pull his gun apart right in his hands. I grab the Tau and levitate them in front of me. I feel every contour of their bodies. It's been so long, but their garb is still so familiar. I strip them like a child undressing a doll. Shasui Castos fills with hatred. He wants to kill me more than anything in his entire life. I feel his scowl along with every inch of his nearly flawless skin. I would have thought a veteran Shasui would have more scars. This is how you should look, I say as I extend my 6 stubby paws to reveal the gnarled tissue that snakes beneath my fur. From the underside of my beaked head to the end of my elongated body runs an ancient scar. My mind travels into theirs. I capture their thoughts and drag them into the etheric plane. Together, we experience Shasui Castos' memories. He's dispatched throughout the Tau Empire to beat down petty smugglers with Vespid firepower to back him up. His arrogance grows along with his reputation. Eventually, poor Vala rewards him with an easy investigation on the fringes of Tau space. You are no warrior, just a roving thug. Let me show you what it is to be a real soldier. I show them my memories now, of ancient Tau warships destroying Dao caravans. They fire on us, missiles rend our vessels, and my family is sucked out into the void. No, impossible, impossible, poor Vala cries. Anything is possible if you merely plunge far enough into the mind realm's depths. My thoughts travel to the storming of Undas, the wandering city ship. Months of ceaseless fighting turns the fire warriors into savage beasts. Soldiers open fire on helpless civilians. Psychic death screams split my skull. We try to reach them, but every time we break through enemy lines, more blue bastards rush in to fill the gap. We tear into tanks and crush entire cadres. Hordes of charging battlesuits smash us to pieces. In the end, all my warriors lay dead, and I float alone, rockets, bullets, and lasers raining down on me, but I freeze them all in midair, and then every gun fires at me, and I begin to break under the weight of an army's fusillade. In desperation, I cast my consciousness into the mind realm and beg for the strength to save my people. Something answers me. The lasers coalesce into a churning ball of plasma. It floats up into the sky, and I feel entities taking shape in the dark clouds above. They erupt with all the might and fury of a thunder god's fist. Lightning bolts rain down, melting armor with the heat of 1,000 stars. Fire warriors break and run, but none can escape. I revel in their death screams. Do you see the lesson here? This is true Nicassar potential. I've been to systems ruled by mind travelers, and we could have been the greatest of them. Were my people not afraid of their own power, we would have smothered your empire in its crib. But those who unlocked it were too little, too late. I'm so sorry, poor Vala rasps. Please, spare her, the Shasui begs. No, she enforces the Tau Va. The Cartier deserves this just as much as you. I make them experience the deaths of every innocent Nicassar while I cut and tear at their eyes. They feel every drop of my people's pain and fear, and hours later their weak souls finally fade into oblivion. Their weak spirits unworthy of journeying into the next realm.